That's simple. Glendarella. The Nori Master. Great. Oh, thanks there on the adrenal glands. Thank you so much for what you do. Thank you, the Nori Master. Your book has literally changed, oh good, and empowered me to heal myself after years of being destroyed by the medical system. Thank you, Nori Master. Good name. Listen, I'm glad you're here, glad you woke up to that. Some people just don't get it about allopathic medicine. They still have their faith in allopathic medicine. For what? What in the world do they cure? You know, yesterday I got a little imbalance with that one issue about allopathy in Holland or wherever it is. This person's way out of touch. I have no clue here. I'll tell you, spending a month in my office will change your attitude big time on what's going on out there. Miss September. Robert, I don't see you promoting early and good night's sleep to regenerate and charge up the adrenals. Why is it? I don't get any. No, you know what? I am a big proponent of relaxation and rest, whatever that means. But absolutely, rest is a really key. This is what I liked about Bruce Cohen in the Brant Ridge School. Sad if it's not out there anymore, but it was a good naturopathic school. Really right into the focus that I liked. Back then, radionics was pretty high in naturopathy, so the school was high on radionics, but energy healing basically with radionic machines and stuff. Dr. Jensen had a radionic machine. I don't know where that one is. There was some five fingers going on here. But rest is a vital part of that. So we talked a lot about this, about exercise. And to be honest, if you don't relax, your condition will get to you to the point where it'll force you to relax. You'll get so tired it'll force you. So relaxation, definitely a big part of that. Early sleep. And here's another problem with that. When you get way up, and Yaz is having this problem right now. He just came off a 30-day water fast. Well, all I can tell you is that when you get way up there in fruitarianism, when you awake, you don't sleep. What sleeps is maybe your body, but you don't. And the problem with it, you are the power to the human body. So that's why you have to have some curtains kind of pull over you so you allow the body to rest, because you're channeling energy through that silver cord to that body. And you really have to allow that body to rest. That was one of my problems, is I had to back down because my body couldn't handle it anymore. Even though it was laying there and I was traveling and fully conscious out of it, my body couldn't tolerate it. Even when I was in it, it was just really difficult. So I had to kind of lower my energy a little bit because it was too much. You know, and that's the problem with too much energy. So you got several things to think about, but I'm definitely for good sleep. But what good sleep is to one person isn't to another. You give me 3 hours sleep, it's plenty. Depends on my stress levels, of course. But if I can escape in the now as much as possible, I don't need sleep, because it's only my body. And if I can learn to quiet my mind and emotions, and I walk with relaxation, and I am relaxation in the moment, my body's getting charged constantly. So, that's kind of a relative thing. But yeah, definitely good rest and sleep. I'm definitely a proponent of relaxation over exercise at times, and then I'm a proponent of exercise too. So it's just all relative to what you're going after. Initially, I think people ought to sit down and rest for a while. I think man's worked himself too hard. We don't rest enough. We don't play enough. We need to have those things. It's work, work, work. But look, we've set $1 million homes in our visions and $50,000 cars and things like that. When you're paying this kind of money out just to drive something around, or just to put a head over you or a roof over you, and you work all your life, you don't have any time to rest and relax. I'd rather live in a teepee and have, or an RV, which is what I do, and have time to relax. So thank you, Miss September. Appreciate the comment, definitely. Let's see, number one. Hi again, Dr. Morris. This is cool. I have to add yet another question. I struck it halt again. I couldn't stay on a juice either. Became hyper stressed. Couldn't sleep and itched all over. I had to pull back to cook vegetables. Couldn't stand it. Would that be okay? Yeah, I'd be okay. You know what? This is you just work yourself. Just work yourself. That's why the herbs are real important. And when you get the affordabilities down, definitely work with the herbs, because they take off a lot of this that raw foods would take you a lot longer and a lot of ups and downs to do. It works so much better when you get on work with the kidneys specifically, along with the lymph, cleaning the bowels. You do all this together. Boy, you're so much more successful in getting yourself, and you don't go through so much skin and all these other things. Although we do have clients that put them on the herbs and bam, they've got rashes and itching all over. Some people are pretty backed up subcutaneously, which is right under this epidermis and dermis, and subcutaneous is under there. That's an area that rides with the lymph nodes a little bit, and this is all tied to elimination. But this is also where stagnation can exist, and I think I showed you in class in iridology where that is around the scurf rim there, and that lymph node ring around that area. And sometimes the skin is the way out, and there's just no two ways about it. Use hot and cold compress, etc., etc. Skin's drying up, very uncomfortable. Every way, any input would be greatly appreciated. Again, skin's third kidney. Hot and cold compress to scrub the skin, but definitely indicative of kidney weakness and adrenal glands. So get into that side of it and start opening up that door, which will take relief of this door. Make sure your thyroid is up there. That's another problem. Make sure you sweat. Get into a steam sauna. Check your basal temperatures. If your thyroid is low, you're not going to be able to sweat because the body's too cold to sweat. So kick up that thyroid, get the body temperature up, and then the body will be able to sweat better, promote sweating and clean the skin at the same time, get into the kidneys and adrenals and promote lymph drainage that way, and you'll be good, cool. I'm going to have to cut off here, unfortunately. I hate that. Hey, Doc Morse, if you were suffering with unbearable amounts of pain and you were unable to find a remedy, would you immobilize yourself from 3D? I would leave and not come back. I mean, you know, if I was in unbearable pain, I'd just go into fasting for sure and really move my lymph and stuff. If I wanted to stay on the planet, and I would definitely have to get into my lymph system and really honk on it and work in that direction, controlling the pain in however way you can, except stay away from morphine, sulfates, and things like that if you can, but really dig into that lymph system, get into the kidneys and everything else. Or leave your body and go on and have fun in another body. But, you know, whatever you want to do with that. Has God made an herb for this last act? Oh, there's some. Oh, yeah. There's some for the last act, a Ouija bird. Absolutely, my friend. Definitely. But dig into the lymph. That's where the issue is acidosis. Dig into that lymph. Could take you a while. Use a GI broom, clean up the bowels, everything like that. You should be okay there, digging deep into that. That's all I know to do. Use pain meds as you need them, you know, to keep yourself halfway sane. Writing with pain isn't the answer either. You're going to find those of you that are healers and working with people, sometimes you have to give them an Advil. You have to give them something. I mean, there are some pharmaceutical needs out there right now. We're so involved now, we need pharmaceuticals to a certain point, and limited point, absolutely essential. But we're working to the point where we don't. We're working to the point where we don't need the glandulars. We're working to the point where we don't need the pharmaceuticals. We're working to the point. You see what I'm saying? We need to get out there and open up this consciousness on this planet so we don't need these perverse things, that we can actually we can actually walk with health and spirituality and create a little bit of a utopia in Hellville. Anyway. You guys have fun today. I got to carry on and see what my load is today. I'm going to keep trying to come in here and catch up with all these. You know, I definitely want to do that. Again, repost if I haven't get to you, please. Some of this has been a little hard for me to keep up with, but I'm doing all your protocols for you. I'm doing all this by hand, and so I'm pretty backed up. And then class, you know, have quite a few iris analysis to do, and that's a lot of work. So just hang in there with me. Be well. Love you all very much there. And take care of yourselves. I'm always with you guys. And we're walking together as a team to Wellville and God consciousness. Have a fun day. Bye-bye.